Hello and welcome to the TruGolf Academy. You've joined me, Jon Watts, at Drayton Park Golf Club, and today I'm on the putting green. I want to do another part to my putting series, and today giving you maybe one of the best exercises to work on your putting with a limited amount of time. So this is a start line exercise, and it's a real key point. It's something you could practice at home on the lounge carpet with a string drill, and I would encourage you to actually tie the string just round a couple of things, round maybe the handles on a couple of coffee mugs, and then actually just see if you can start it on that line. Now taking it to the putting green, the benefit is not only can you see if you're starting it right or left, but you'll actually also start to get the idea of whether you're allowing enough break on or too much break. So it's a really good one to start to work out whether you're under-reading or over-reading greens. I don't meet many amateur golfers who are over-reading them. Most tend to under-read the amount of break, and then what you tend to find with the slightly better players, they're under-reading them but then over-hitting them. So they're compensating with a little bit of speed. And when they're on their game, that's great. You know, they are going to hole some of those putts, but they run the risk of running them 4 or 5 feet past and then missing some of those coming back. So we just tend to get the extremes of sort of 25 putts to 35 or maybe more 40 putts. We just really want to try and average, obviously closer to 30 if possible, around that kind of number as the PGA Tour do. And those guys are hitting more greens, so we'd like to think that we could do something similar, having missed a few more greens and therefore had a few more chips and pitches to try and get that ball close. I've already gone ahead and read this, so I use an aim point putting method, and I've got a 10-foot putt here, and I'm actually allowing around 8.5, 9 inches of break on this, so it's a 4 for me. Use whatever alignment method, whatever green reading method you would use, and what I've got here is quite a flashy bit of kit, an aim point swing key. You can do this simply with a bit of string, 2 tent pegs or T-pegs, and if you want to know the amount of inches to the right or the left, maybe a ruler. So the green part here is actually the whole width, and then I've got how many inches to the right or inches to the left. But as I said, just simply spending £1 on a bit of string, 2 tent pegs and a ruler would do the job adequately, and I'd leave it in the golf bag. And it's a great exercise, as I said, to look and see, are you allowing enough break? And then 2, can you start the ball where you're aiming? I was always pretty good at starting right to left putts on line, and I didn't realise till I used this exercise quite a lot that with all my left to right putts I was pulling them. And I see it very commonly. I do see that a lot. Right-handed players are generally better on right to left putts, and left-handed players are better on the opposite, on the left to right. But you need to practice both and see, are you starting the ball where you're aiming? So we know when we're putting, where the club face is pointing at impact is key. Okay, so where we strike it and where the club face is pointing, we want that club face, by the time it strikes the ball or the ball releases the club face, we want the club face pointing on our start line. And around 85% of where the ball starts is down to where the club face points. So whether we swing out to in or in to out, the key point here is that we get that putter pointing down our start line, which is today my string line. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. As I said, I've already read this, and I believe it to be around 8.5 inches of break. So I'm just going to get line on the ball, line on the putter, all following the string line, and go ahead and just try and hit a couple of putts, making sure I start it down that line, and just seeing, do I start it on line, and am I allowing enough break? Just starting a fraction left, bear with me, let's give that another go. Make sure that ball's right under the string line, that's better. Line on the putter following it. That started bang on line and in, and it looked like it was going a pretty good pace. The pace you want the ball rolling is that if the ball misses, I believe, around 1 to 2 foot past the hole. So the aim point method work on 6 to 12 inches. I don't even mind seeing up to 2 foot. If the ball's traveling a lot quicker than that, the hole size, the effective hole size is being reduced. and therefore it's got to be going more central rather than maybe on the right or the left lip or the back door. We've actually got to be getting that ball very centered, so it reduces our chance of holing it if the ball's rolling too quickly. So we want to hit those and actually work out, well, when I'm hitting them at the right pace and they're starting down this string line, are they overbending? Are they underbending? Was I overreading the putt? Was I underreading the putt? If you get it wrong, I want you to come, I think this is about right, I want you to come back, reread it again. If I was hitting this ball at a little less pace, to try and die into the hole, I'd have to allow more breaks. I'm allowing 8.5 inches. I'd have to be probably allowing a good 2-3 inches more than that if I was hitting the ball really at dead weight, where it was the last breath, the last roll tippling into the hole. So you can, I'll just go ahead and try one just at a slower pace. I'll move this out to 10.5 inches, so I'm allowing 2 more than I was. With less pace, oh, pretty good. It was actually a fraction more, so that really was dead weight. It's finished right by the back of the hole, but it was very much dead weight. That was allowing 10.5 inches, and it's just missed on the low side. So I would have to be allowing a good 3 inches more on a dead weight rather than rolling 2 foot past, and that's on a 10-foot putt. So it does vary depending on whether you're an aggressive putter or a dead weight putter, but start to do some self-calibration on the putting green and work out, as I said, are you starting the ball on line? Try on right to left and left to right putts, and are you allowing enough break? I hope that video's helped. Please make sure you go out, get some string, get some tent pegs, try this exercise, let me know how you get on with it, and make sure you follow us on all our other social media outlets, all coming along the bottom of the screen now. Thanks, guys.